Game 4 of the NBA playoff series between the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns took a dramatic turn when the Denver Nuggets big man Nikola Jokic and the league MVP was ejected for a flagrant 2 foul with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Jokic took a wild swing at the Suns' Cameron Payne, hitting Payne across the face. Hitting, I think, is a strong word. He kind of grazed his face. Regardless, while trying to do a hard swipe to make contact with a loose ball. The foul came after Jokic didn't get a call on a one-handed runner that briefly glanced over at the referee and he gestured. So the Suns star Devin Booker and confronted Jokic about this. They got into a little bit of a scuffle. They were separated. After the ejection, Jokic apparently apologized to Payne. And we had some reactions from players across the league and, just superstars across the league. There was John Morant who said, playoffs, elimination game, give him a flagrant 1, play ball, man. Trae Young, a flagrant 2, wow. Russell Wilson from the NFL said, they just kicked this man out the game, ? Wow. Nick Young said Joker looks crazy, like a real Joker, like he got a couple hitmen. I'm not going to read the rest of that. And John Morant kind of put it all together and put it all into one tweet, and he said, league soft, which if you're a fan and you've been a fan of the NBA for a while, you probably agree with. So the first question is, was this the right call? Now, Nikola Jokic did wind up. You could see there was a lot of force behind this swat at the ball. And you'll see it in just a second again. But he wound up his arm, but he was trying to make contact with the ball. And my thing is, yeah, he grazed him. By the rules, he should be fouled, all right? If this was like, basketball the way we all probably want it to be, that wouldn't be a foul. Regardless, according to the rules, he wound up above the shoulders. It's a foul. Now, the problem that I think myself and almost everybody else out there who's not a Phoenix Suns fan has is that this was called a flagrant 2 foul, which is more egregious, and that Nikola Jokic was ejected for it. If you watch the play, he did swat at the ball. He made contact with the nose, and regardless of that, he was making a play on the ball. So to say that this was completely malicious in intent is wrong. It's just wrong. He was not trying to hit Cameron Payne in the face. That's not what his intention was. His intention was to go after the ball. Was there frustration? Was there a little aggression behind it? Sure. But when this happens and you see so many people, because I just read out a few tweets, there were so many people who disagree with this call. When you see so many people disagreeing with this call, you gotta think to yourself, you're the NBA. Are we maybe out of line on this just a little bit? Because don't get me wrong, the Nuggets, regardless of Jokic being in this game or not, they're not winning the series. They're not even winning this game. The Nuggets, unfortunately, their future was kind of written as soon as Jamal Murray went out. That is no, offense to Nikola Jokic, who is well-deservedly the MVP this year. Let me make that clear. But the Nuggets weren't going to win. But this is bigger than just the Nuggets. This has ramifications for the entire league, because if a play like this is called a flagrant 2, then I don't know what you want defenders to do. And this is the problem we've gotten to at this point. Are the rules that are designed to create high-scoring games and better offenses, are they better for the NBA? Because, I don't want to say Cameron Payne wasn't in pain. He was. Nikola Jokic is a big dude, and he wound up. But, for Cameron Payne to be down on the floor, it's kind of reminiscent of, like, LeBron James, flopping all over the place. We don't have to retread LeBron James. We all know LeBron James flops. It's true. I like LeBron, and I'm saying LeBron James is the biggest flopper in the NBA, and he's kind of brought it to the mainstream where you see all these players just flopping, trying to get a foul call, flopping, trying to get a flagrant call, just like the Oscars that would be going out to NBA players would be astronomical if they qualified for that. But the direction we're seeing the game go is players are feeling entitled to these calls at this point. They feel like if they flop, they should be entitled to these foul calls. And I think there's a reason why they do it. Obviously, they want to get fouls called because it's smart. You know, you're putting the other team in jeopardy. You're if it's a technical, you're getting free throws. If you might get one of the best players out sooner, which, you know, again, that's all strategic, and I get that. But at the same time, for the game, it's terrible. If you're watching the game and defenders can't defend, if this is called a flagrant 2 and is an ejectable offense, what do you want defenders to do? Just stand there and watch the player shoot? You just want them to stand there and hopefully, oh, well, maybe I'm tall enough to block this shot that's on an arc that's supposed to go over my head, because that's what players do now? At some point, we got to stop this shit. At some point, you have to point at this. Like refs have to look, and I'm not saying this is Cameron Payne, right? Like, this, according to the rules, was a foul call. I've already said that. But I'm talking about LeBron James. I'm talking about all these players that flop, that very openly flop. And it's 100% contrived and fake. When are we going to start calling fouls on them? Because the direction the league is going in is that's in no way, shape, or form an offense that can be penalized. It's no way, shape, or form an offense that can be dealt with. So players are now going to want to do it more. There's no incentive not to act like you're always in pain the second someone breathes on you the wrong way. That's the NBA we're living in. That's the NBA we are currently in, and that's the NBA we're going to be in for the time to come, unless the league steps in and says, okay, we need to stop this flopping. If you get caught flopping, and it's very obvious, because again, it's very obvious to see when someone's flopping. Watch any time someone just points a finger at LeBron James, puts a finger on LeBron James. The dude acts like he's like, had his eye taken out, or the dude acts like his entire body is like deteriorating. It's actually laughable sometimes when you think about it. And I'm as someone who doesn't define himself as a LeBron hater, that's one thing about LeBron that I don't like, and that I think he's actually made the game worse for. Like he has made the game worse by making flopping this big and this incentivized for these players, because this is what young players are doing now. They think that's what's right, and it's wrong. And at some point, the NBA has to have a reckoning with this, or else fans are just gonna get annoyed, man. Like, will they stop watching? I don't think so, but they're gonna get annoyed, and the brand, the NBA brand, is gonna be hurt by it. So the NBA, step in. This should not have been a flagrant 2. We all know it. Adam Silver, you know it too. Players flopping should not be happening. Defensive players should be able to make a play on the ball. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.